All right, how's everyone doing? Hello, Goldman, Cheddar, Pooty, Phillips. What's going on? It's been a week. It's been, I think, a week. Yeah, we did Tuesday last week. That was it. Playing Terraria. Stop by and say hi. What's going on, Ray? It's going overrated. Start a new job. Congrats. Hopefully you like it. I got some news for you guys. It's like good news but bad news, so I'm gonna show you it. So here's the planning list for my videos. So we got Akira right here, Akira. That video has been flagged. Can't see it right now. It's in the counter notification stage. It should get out and be fine. And then the Death Note video, I'm going to try to do the counter notification thing with, so that it actually has visuals now. And good news though, the Attack on Titan one got through, so the 2-hour one will come out this April. And yeah, I switched the dates around. Sunny Boy will come out this Saturday, followed by the AOT one. If you guys watch the other AOT videos, it's that video, just how it should have been packaged before. I got through the copyright stuff, so that's all fine and dandy now. Kind of sucks. I think I'm gonna have 2 strikes on the channel for 2 weeks while it basically gets processed, but it's all right. Holy shit, 3:30 a.m. You must be in Europe. You'd have to be, right? Yeah, I assume you're in Europe. I haven't even watched Elfen Lied yet. There was such a divisive take on whether I should or shouldn't. I plan to watch it at some point. I feel like I have to, just to know. So I'll be doing that. Nihilism, yeah. How'd you guys like that one? It was a different like style, I guess. It's not like new to the channel. I've done stuff like that before, but I hadn't done it like that. India, okay. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I don't really know my time zones that well, so. But yeah, today we're gonna continue the list stuff. I saw that even more people sent shit to the submission box, so at this point I have no idea how long it's gonna take, but hopefully we get closer today. You loved it, you liked it, glad you did. Do you do this full time or do you have another job? I do this full time now. I'm finishing college, so I was doing that beforehand. But I kind of panned out last year to where I could potentially go like do this full time, and then this year it was a definite. So yeah, I do this full time now. I had some odd jobs beforehand. I edited for like a farming videographer company. That's interesting. It was a great experience that I would never do again. It was something. But yeah, I do this full time though. The original FMA, maybe. I don't know what I would cover. I'd be talking about the story maybe. I could probably do a video covering the differences, but I feel like people have already done that, so I don't want to really like just regurgitate something that other people have already done. Pooty, you can put your submission in the Discord in the submission section. That's where they are. It's a list piling up at this point. Rebuild vid was awesome. Loved it a lot. Shout out from Germany. I'm glad you liked it, Crusty Toes. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, a lot of people didn't like the rebuilds. I had a reverse opinion. I liked them. I didn't think they were the best. I liked the original better, but I still think it was good and it has its place. Some people like don't like it undid the kind of depressing ending that End of Evangelion had, but it kind of, you know, if you watch the end of Evangelion, you kind of feel like it just ended too early, like something else was supposed to happen. That's what made it good. A lot of people like that kind of feeling. So, a due date for submissions. I would, but at this point, we've just been going for so long, it doesn't matter anymore. I might, if this keeps going for too long, I might have it like a segment when the stream starts or something before we do something else. I gotta sit down and think of other shit to do on the stream. So for now, we're doing this because it works out. Oh, Young, hope you're doing well as well. Appreciate how you balance your videos, telling people that they're not alone, invite everyone to your community. Yeah, there's this like stigma around these different philosophies that I'll cover and stuff that like Stoicism is a good one. That one's really popular on Instagram, like with, it's not like I don't want to call them self-help people because they're not really helping anyone, but like they love Stoicism. Like basically, I'm not gonna act like I know everything about Stoicism. It just, they latch onto the idea that this isn't even a Stoicism concept. Like your life doesn't really hold intrinsic value that much, and you basically can shape yourself. Nothing really matters. It's the Cowboy Bebop quote. Everyone knows it. They like latch onto that, and I feel like it's sometimes a little too negative. I get where they're trying to do, because kind of negative emotions can fuel you when you are exercising and stuff, but I feel like it's kind of depressing. How to do it. I want to show like the good part of philosophy, because there's some philosophies that are dead ends in my opinion, where you'll just be depressed if you make that your life meaning. But a lot of them are very open on like you interpret it the way you want it to be, like nihilism. Like Nietzsche wasn't a sad person. He actively outlined what comes after nihilism. Like it was like a step on the process. Most people, I'll see Instagram pages that are like trapped in nihilism. They sit in it, and I cover that in the video. Like some people sit in it instead of trying to like attach meaning. So yeah, absurdism is amazing. Yeah, that's one of the it's not offshoots, but like after nihilism, existentialism, absurdism, and there's a third one that comes after. Those are just three. There's a ton. There's like subsets too. Cut your video on nihilism. I hope you liked it, average guy. I'd have to analyze more about absurdism. I kind of have the main concept. I plan to do a video on it. That was kind of like a spark of a new series. I wanted to see how it did. It did fine. It did relatively like everything else. The next one I'm going to do is existentialism, then probably absurdism. I can't remember the other one. I'll probably do stoicism too. I feel like people have a bad understanding of it. I thought people had a bad understanding of nihilism in general, so I wanted to kind of pick it apart more so people understood it. Yeah, I have a Discord headphones. It's in the description below. I do have a video on Monster. It's the Making Sense video. Could you cover the ending? Of FMA, the original? Yeah, if I was to do a video, I would cover like how it went off the rails when they caught up to the manga and started doing their own stuff. So that's why I'd probably cover that. Excited for the Sunny Boy video? Yeah, it's one of my favorite. It's what started me. Before I didn't fight when I got copyright strikes and the visibility was struck because I was too scared. But the Sunny Boy video was too good where I wanted it desperately to be out. So I started doing counter notifications, and I realized like, okay, maybe I should just do this for everything because I need to kind of defend my rights as a creator to cover Japanese media. That's what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm really excited for you guys to see that video. Prefer rebuilds of the original. Okay. Easier to digest. It is a little easier to digest. I think it's more confusing, to be honest. The third movie just fucks everything, dude. Not in a bad way necessarily, but like it trying to understand it after the third part, it's so hard. I was pulling at straws when I was doing it because there's so much unexplained what happened between when Shinji was in the coma, and there's just nothing really to go off of. You kind of gotta make it all up. Rebuilds are sort of canon for the greater universe instead of just a rewrite. Yeah, I have a video coming out soon in May. It's next month. And next month there's a video covering the multiverse of Evangelion. So it's the manga, the rebuilds, and like everything, all this stuff in the multiverse and how they connect. I wanted to explain that because some people are still confused about that concept. So it's like a 20-something minute video, but I think I did pretty well on saying how like everything connects. Look majestic as hell. Thanks. Epicurism, I've heard of that because it's named after a guy that I remember being mentioned in my philosophy class. I'd have to look into it more though. But yeah, I want to start a series where it's called like philosophy and anime. It's like the name of it, so it'd just be like absurdism in anime, blah blah blah. And so I want to pull examples of that philosophy in those anime and just kind of like show different sides of what that can mean. So that's why like I had Technolize kind of as like just a big, like it was a story just based in nihilism to kind of have a look at it. So there's a lot involved in that one. And then Makishima, Johan were both people that they just decided that there is no meaning to life. Johan was more like pure nihilism. Makishima, he kind of escaped it, but he gave his own meaning that was kind of shooed. He seeked freedom, but like by basically letting people kill each other, anarchy. So he was an interesting one. I don't really know where to place him. And then Shinji's a good example of somebody, the overman that like overcomes nihilism, and he's in existentialism. So I'll definitely, Evangelion is in every fucking video I make. I feel like I'll have to include him in the existential video because he's a prime example of somebody who goes through existentialism. So yeah, every time I'm like, okay, that's the last Evangelion video I'm gonna make, and then I end up making another one, and they always do well. So postmodernism, that's the third one I was thinking of that comes after nihilism. Thank you. Yeah, Camus, I don't remember how to say that. He's the guy that wrote the Sisyphus. One must imagine Sisyphus happy. I'm pretty sure that's him. Ben, I will rate your Mal list. Just put in the Discord and we'll get to it. NG and AOE are way better than the rebuilds. Rebuilds are just okay. Yeah, I like them more because they're a bit more ambiguous. But if you're into, hey May, if you're into what is it? Like more digestible shit, the rebuilds are probably gonna be favoring those. Side note, learning Unity. Oh shit, good luck. Playing to make a game would you play it on stream one day when you finish it? It's a horror game. Sure, I'd be interested if you can send it once you're done. I'm sure it's gonna take you a while. I fucked around with Unity for a while in high school. I was never good at it though. In Evangelion, what do you think happens directly after the end of Evangelion? Does the universe reset? I think obviously they go through and probably die. They probably die at some point. I don't know what they would do because like the Earth is ruined. I don't think you could live off it. So I assume inevitably they'll die and then kind of the universe will reset. I don't really know what else could happen. Third movie is my least favorite. That's I think most people's least favorite. Still like them. I think Thrice Upon the Time is the best. Or even 2.0 is pretty good. They're not bad. It's hard to like, especially if you watch the originals with nostalgia in mind and then saw the rebuilds, that might contribute. Just finished Lane. Now I feel as depressed after. Yeah, it's interesting. I can see why, but It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yeah, Elaine is very existentialist. I'm probably gonna have to mention that one in the video. 30-year-old show and homies still make, yeah. It's still relevant. That's the thing. There's so much like consumer base with Evangelion. They make so much merch and shit for it. It just remains relevant. People mention it all over social media all the time still. How much does you think the Judeo-Christian themes affect Evangelion? None, just because that's what the creators said. They just thought it was cool, like the iconography. That's the word. There's some kind of word like that. But yeah, they said they just used it because it looked cool. So it really doesn't have an effect on the story. Lane couldn't watch, hurt my head. Yeah, it's pretty, what's the word? Confusing? Yeah. You were referencing earlier was absurdism versus now, yeah. Nihilism is the beginning to existentialism and absurdism and postmodernism. Because nihilism's the idea of nothing matters, and all of those are retaliations to that, saying nothing does matter, therefore I'll attach meaning to my own life, I'll do this, that. There are different ways of thought to go to after nihilism. Evangelion is everywhere on my channel. It's unescapable at this point. I'm the Evangelion guy at this point. It's unavoidable. You know the spear of Longinus in Evangelion is actually that spear that Jesus was struck. Yeah, that's what Longinus is. That's a cool connection you made with Lilith. Oh, that's pretty cool. Enjoyed Camus the Plague. I don't think I've read that one. Went to watch Monster because of you. Great content. I'm glad. Buckle up, it's 74 episodes. It's the only downfall. Third movie was awesome. I liked the music. Okay. The third movie, plot-wise, is okay. The music, though, that's one of my favorite anime soundtracks. They did so good with that one. A lot of orchestra stuff. Can't lie, your videos are very good. Watch more of your videos. I'm glad to hear that. Do you think Rey was created? Or how was Lo's soul put into Rey's body? I don't remember. I kind of messed with it in the first video, like explaining it. It was a weird combination, and I don't remember what it is now. No. It has something to do with using Shinji's mother's DNA. Yeah, I'm using her DNA, but Lilith's soul, or part of it. Something like that. It was weird. It's not well explained either. There's a lot of theory involved. Include Code Geass and existentialism? I think I can. I'm trying to think. Does Lelouch qualify? Probably. I'll have to look into it more. Iconography. Yeah, that's the word. Was it just me who watched Evangelion after finishing Shin Godzilla and really liked it? So I wanted to see. Shin Godzilla, by the way, is a great movie. I love that movie. I think some people didn't like it. But I thought it was a good, what is it? A good story about like the state of the Japan government, how it's slow and stuff, and how that can make a problem spiral out of control. I thought they did that well. Who would win, a Gundam or an Eva? I don't know, it depends on the Gundam. Because I feel like, you know, the OG Gundams couldn't compete. But probably some of the newer ones, the crazier ones, could. Speaking of which, did you know that word lullaby is derived from the phrase Lilith goodbye, meaning the people would sing it to their children to fend off Lilith from their children? I remember that story. I read about like where the name Lilith is from. It's really interesting. I forget what denomination of religion that's from. I think it's a Jewish offshoot. I'm not sure. The Rebel is my favorite work by Camus. That is, yeah. See, you guys are gonna have to correct me. I try my best. I tried my best in the nihilism video. I would look up how to pronounce the philosopher names because I'm like, these guys are all German or Russian or whatever, and I don't know how to pronounce their names properly. I usually just go off reading. Before I started doing YouTube, I could just get away with that. I could just read a book, make up how to pronounce a name or a word, and I would know what it means, and that's all that mattered. But yeah, now I get a lot of comments about my pronunciation of shit. Some guy was getting, I'm terrible with German pronunciations. I called Munich. The monster video killed me. There were so many German names, like cities and stuff, and I was just like, I'm gonna try, but I don't know how to pronounce like a German would. Evangelion has a ton of plot holes. I think there's a ton. This series was a bit rushed, which kind of contributed to that. Oh, you have an Eva playlist? 124 tracks, wow. All answers can be found by watching Boku no Pico. One would say that. One would say that. I knew you would say that. What anime I haven't started anything this season. I've been watching Vinland Saga with my roommate, so that's an older one. Not too old, but we're on season 2 right now. And what am I watching? Watched Akira last week. I need to start Paranoia Agent. Gotta do that's like my next video. I watched some like JoJo stuff and like read some preparation for a JoJo video I'm doing. That's all I'm watching right now. I haven't started any seasonals. I had some marked, like Lazarus. I want to start that one. So. Evangelion, what was your what the fuck moment? Except for the hospital scene. The alien shit. When it like revealed that the alien body was underneath the Eva. Did not expect that. That was something. Or like the Rey clones and her nuking them. I don't know, there's a lot of what the fuck moments in that show. What do you think of Nietzsche? I like him. I think his philosophies are interesting to read. Obviously, I was talking in Discord about this, on the community Discord. His work after he died that was posted by his sister, she's anti-Jewish, and she was a Nazi sympathizer. So she basically forged his work to try to make it as justification for what the Nazis were doing, which is fucked up. So yeah, like there's a certain point where his work isn't really his own anymore, and his sister was posting it under his name, and yeah, some crazy shit. Welcome, Rogelio. Paranoia Agent is good. I have made progress in Goodnight Poon Poon. I have made progress. I'm on volume 3. I read 1 volume last week, so I held my end. I'm continuing. Keep putting me up to a good standard. I need to keep going. Vinland Saga is going to be in Stoicism, yeah. I'm also doing just 1 video on Vinland before the Stoicism, probably. Love the show, by the way. Great show. I think it got better in season 2. I'm in the farm arc right now. I think that one's really good for kind of analyzing. I don't know what's gonna happen soon. The master's son just came back from war in England, so I think it's gonna take a turn pretty soon. Yeah, I think season 2 is better. They're both good though. It's hard to compare because they're both good. Season 1 sets up Thorfinn's character. Also, his dad is fucking badass and a cool guy. I also think Ashglad, his character arc, is very interesting. I can't wait to analyze it. I've been excited to start writing that script. I have read NHK, and I've watched NHK. I haven't read it. I did a video on it 3 months ago. Think your channel ever deviate outside to Western TV? Maybe. It might be my other channel though. That's where I kind of experiment with other stuff. I don't want to ruin this channel for what it is right now. If I ever get bored, I might expand outside of animation. So I think right now I'm definitely in animation, specifically Japanese animation. I might one day do some stuff on just non-Japanese animation. We'll see. I have not read I've not read all of Berserk. I read up to the Eclipse, and then I haven't read past that yet. I need to, because I said I was going to do a video on it this year, so I have to. Sadly, won't be able to see my list reviewed. Hopefully you reach it. I hope so too. I got some pulled up, but we should probably start. It's been like half an hour. But yeah, you'll be able to see the VOD, so no worries. Yeah, I'm reading Oyasumi. I'm not through it yet. No, nothing about it. Just know it's talked about. Yeah, there's a reason. It's good. Keep reminding you. Yeah, thank you, Kyle. Oh yeah, I haven't read it, but yeah, I have No Longer Human right here. I haven't read it yet. I plan to. It's not long. It's really not long. I could probably read this in a day. Give me till end of May, because I'm moving. Let's see. Yeah, I'm moving. There'll be like a couple days where I'll have my laptop and maybe a few books, and that's all I have on hand. So I'll probably read a bunch or some shit. Pog, you submit yours in the Discord. It's submissions. I've not watched Arcane. I know I should, but I just haven't. Dammy, you got fucking a long ass research paper. Holy shit. Some people hated season 2. That was just because of the lack of action. Yeah, I like it more. I think it's more interesting to analyze. What do you think of Prison School? I think it's funny as shit. It is some of the weirdest shit I've ever watched, but it's still really funny. I have not read any of that. I don't know what that is. I have read No Longer Human. I love the semi-autobiography aspect of it. Yeah, it's pretty... I know a little bit about it because this is my friend's book. He like lended it to me a year ago. I didn't read it. But I need to. I know I need to. Harukan, I'm glad you liked the video on Angel Egg. Are you planning to have an anime themed wedding? No. Irish, no. It's a normal wedding. It is a normal wedding. That would be funny though. I think I've seen people do it. But yeah, I'm not doing that. I have watched a little of 97 Berserk. I haven't watched it all though. I prefer reading it, actually. I think the anime could have been better. I don't think the 97 one is bad though. 7 hours to write 5 pages? That's not bad. Yeah, I think you got it. Fountainhead. Okay. I'll look into that too. By Ayn Rand. Okay. I think I said that name right. Alright, anyway. We should probably start. It's been about 30 minutes. First list today. Rowan. I'm just gonna call you Rowan. That's pretty close. Alright. Let's sort this. This is sorted by... I think... Okay. We got your score up. Your top one's a 9 and it's 86. I have to ask again everyone's opinion on 86. I keep seeing it, not always at the top of everyone's list, but it's pretty high. And then there's some people that are like, no, this show sucks. So it's very divisive, and I'm not sure which way we're leaning here. I feel like I have to watch it at this point. Yeah, I hope I reach yours too, Cyrus. There's so many, man. I need to speed up my process. Alright, see you later, Dammy. Never watched 86, peak. It's average. See, it's so divisive. It's so divisive. 86 is fine, the light novel's better. Okay. Which chapter of JoJo? I read part 7 recently. Steel Ball Run. I reread it. Music is good. That's what I've heard. I've heard that too, May. It's good but overrated. 86 was pretty good. 86 bad. Still need to give it a complete watch. Yeah, I mean, holy shit, Raw Haley, that's a list. Good job, bro. Watching more than I could. Anyway, I haven't seen 86, so I know nothing about it. I've just seen it up here before. Also, crazy that you started 9. Silent Voice, Akira. Okay, we're already down to 7. How long is this list? Okay, it's not in order. I see some 9s down there. Now, here we go. Okay, this is right. Golden Boy's your first, then Death Note, FMA. The terrorist one, Plastic Memories. You like the quintuplets. I see you. Final season, Bochi. The movie. These are solid 9s. Monster. Yeah, I think this is good. I think this is a good list. Hold on. Make it easier for you guys to see. That's a little better. I'm moving my shit around. That should be a little better. You can't see everything, but that's okay. AOT Finals best. Alright, Thread. Plastic Memory, yeah. I think it's great. Some people don't like it though. I don't really understand people not liking it. How's it going, Scars? See you later, Pootie. Wish they do a remake of Monsters. I think that'd be interesting. I don't see why not. I don't see why not. Vinland's at an 8. Okay. Fate, you got a Fate fan. Link Click. People have told me about this. I haven't seen this yet. Vinland Saga Season 2. I'm trying to decide. Right now it's sitting at a 4 for me. I don't think this is a bad list at all. I do think, one thing I do think is interesting is Code Geass and Evangelion on these over here. And we got Quintessential Quintuplets, which is like a magnum opus in Rowan's opinion. Which is very funny to me. Okay, you know the Dawn fan? I see you. I can see what you're into. Yeah. This isn't a bad list. 6 is your lowest, which is crazy. You watched RWBY. I haven't met many people that have done that. Did not like To Your Eternity, though. That's crazy. I think that's the only one I'm surprised it's low. You did not like My Teen Romantic Comedy. Still, though, you like... 6 isn't really that low. Didn't like Cowboy Bebop. FLCL. Part 3 JoJo. I didn't really either. 3.5. 3.5. I'd recommend using all of the list. I would recommend that. Yeah. 3.5. Pretty good. What did you drop? Nothing. You're not a dropper, I guess. Lane 6, Pain. Yeah, that's why I'm giving it a 3.5, because I do not agree with that take. How's Spy Family so low? I don't know. Some people don't like it. I don't I don't really get the hate to it. I thought it was great. Made in Abyss 6. Yeah, this guy's like, not a fan of some stuff, it looks like. Quintessential quintuplets, though. That's a high score. 9. That was pretty crazy. Hello, low scores? Yeah, there were a couple in there that were a bit low. 3.5. He is dedicated. He didn't have that many on his list, though, so that kind of helps. He saw everything through, though, which I do not always do. Alright. Anime dabbler. 118 hours is a bit more than dabbling, in my opinion, but... Alright. You're watching Kuroko. That's pretty cool. We're on your completed. This is Code Geass. What is this? Akito the Exiled? Have not watched that. I've heard about it. Don't know how good it is, but this guy is a avid Code Geass fan. Everything Code Geass is up here, including the movies, including the series. So we can understand what he's into. Hello, King of Light Skins. I prefer the anime of Eva. Spy Family only gets hate because it's popular. It's a little... People want to be contrarians. I think there's a reason. I just would like to know what the reason is. I think Dandadan's great. I don't know why anybody would drop it after one episode. I agree with you. I don't think the spin-offs of Code Geass are that worthwhile. Like, I don't think they're tense. And I didn't hear raving reviews about the Exiled one. So... This is followed by Eva, Monster. This guy's got like a list I can pretty much agree with. I think Naruto's a bit high. I usually don't put shonens like that high. I think they're kind of... if they were quicker, it'd be a lot better. Technolize is up here. I have a feeling this guy rates things pretty high, because there's a lot of 9s. Sunny Boy. I correct myself. The Code Geass, this is what I was gonna watch. Did not get Rose, or the recapture. Apparently he didn't like that. So he does have standards. He does have standards when it comes to Code Geass. He likes these psychopaths, like everything after season 1, a little more than I would. The movies were okay. I don't think they were that great, though. I'd give them like 7s. What do you got at your bottom? You've watched a lot, dude. This is not dabbling. I saw Poopa. Not a fan of that. These aren't ranked. These must be OVAs. You just didn't bother. Okay. She and Her Cat. Never heard of that. It looks like a short film. Got Mars of Destruction on here, of course. Whoa! Whoa! I can't believe you watched like nearly all of Monogatari and you hated it. This is fucking... This is wrong. Okay. And Akira? What? You cannot put... No way. You cannot put Monogatari below Poopa. That's gotta be a hate crime. That's fucking crazy. There's no way. There's no way, man. I can't take that heat. School Days is above it. There's no way. Oh my god. Isn't like FLCL either. What? I can't believe I agree with most of his top picks. And then most of my other top picks are down here. That's some divisiveness. Below King's Game is insane. I know. I don't understand any of that. It is getting a 1 from me. I feel attacked. Watched 2/3 of Mono with a friend. We were beyond disappointed. I'm sorry to hear that. I like dialogue, so. Three out of 10 rage bait. This poor soul watched School Days. Everybody's got to watch School Days at least once. It's like a rite of passage to realize like just how fucking bad it is. Somebody though last time had School Days at a 10. You imagine that? Said he loved it, which I understand. I couldn't shit on because like I enjoy myself some Domestic Girlfriend, and that's about on the same level. Not as bad. I'd say School Days is worse, but it's got the same kind of vibe to it. Yeah, I can understand. I think the jokes go too far too, but overall, I like the story, so I stick around. I have not watched Twin Star Exorcist. The FLC at 2.6 is crazy. But Mono's dialogue was some crap? Nah, you can't say that. Watch my video on it at least. Watch my video on it at least before saying that. I thought there's so much there. There's so much there to dissect. I don't think it's crap at all. And you end up getting your list rated. You put in the Discord and submissions. I don't think you've ever watched that anime. That's alright. See you later, average guy. Sweet dreams. I'll die on this hill. I like School Days opening. That's about it. Alright, I mean, that's fine. You're not saying you like the show, so. Look, there's nothing wrong with liking School Days. I still can't, like, DxD, bro, is higher than Monogatari. Yeah, one list, sorry. You're talking to a guy that he just rated one of his favorite anime super low. Watch the you've read the staples, I can tell that. 20th Century Boys, all that stuff. Alright. You had me in the first half, not gonna lie. You lost me in the last half, though. Really sold it. So I see your vid on it, but remember I said we got to talk about Mono on Discord. Yeah, I thought you were gonna put it in the anime manga section. I was ready to respond. School Days is a great anime for when you're high. I'm sure it is. Yeah, there's not much defense for the pedo jokes and Monogatari. You got a short list, man. Alright. We'll look at it, though. There is no defense for that. There's basically just the cultural boundary. I don't know what to say. Cultural boundary? Cultural difference? Something like that. They think it's okay. In Japan, they think those jokes are okay. That's why they make them. And that's pretty much it. There's not really, like, if you look at it from a Western lens, it looks bad. It does. But there, they don't see it as a problem. Part of it's because they don't have as bad like assault stuff. They still have it, obviously. I'm not saying they don't, but it's not as bad as here in America. So, or I can only talk about America because that's where I'm from and that's what I've seen. So it's not as big of a problem for them. There's not a lot of violence on children there. Comparatively. Yeah, I like Monogatari. Character development's like something else. I think it's great. I think it's some of the best in anime. Monogatari has great characters, amazing work, but low-key Twitter Mono fans are on a different level. Yeah, see, I don't see that side of it because I do not go on Twitter. I am very lucky that I never really got into Twitter, so I don't have to deal with that shit. I don't know what people do, and I know I know that what they did in that show definitely sparked the wrong people to do make weird fan art, is how I would put it, and say weird shit. Some people are really comfortable with saying weird shit. There is a level of censorship we gotta apply to ourselves, guys. There's some things that you should never say, and I've seen them in comment sections. I'm like, what are you doing? Please, no, you're incriminating yourself here. Have I ever gotten high? Oh, absolutely. I'm American. I'm an American boy in a state where it's deregulated. It's legal. So yes, I have. Twitter seems like a hellscape. Yeah. Oh, 100%. I ignore anime fans on Twitter. They're extremely weird. I've heard that too. I don't know much about it, but I've heard they have really, like, it's not like violent, but they're really easily offended if you say something they disagree with. It's like you basically killed their mother. They're gonna attack you like vultures. You think there's a god in Evangelion? Do you think a character like Jesus could exist? Oh, in Evangelion? It's an interesting question. I don't know. It's implied. I guess it depends what you define God as. Because if we're going off like a specific religion, that's going to be harder than like the general concept that God is a vessel for explaining the universe. So like God is the universe. So like everything. So if that's the case, then yes. But yeah, it's a good question. It actually is a good video too. Is there God in Evangelion? Thanks for giving me yet another fucking video I can make on Evangelion. Maybe I'll make it. I do fuck with Goodnight Poon Poon. It makes me sad as shit, but I do fuck with it. Although you can tell a person's age when they still call X Twitter. Yeah, I cannot bring myself to call it X. It's such a shit name, by the way. But yeah, I just call it Twitter. Hideki Anno is that guy. He's pulling the strings, man. Yeah, you could call him that. You're a lucky soul from what I've seen. It's like registered offenders convention. Yeah, on Twitter. I've heard about that being a problem. Just people openly being maps as they call themselves. Crazy. Weed and rum. That's a crazy combo. Is that good? Smoking and drinking rum? Woke up in the middle. It seems like it did some crazy shit to you. It's like what's the green fairy liquor? Absinthe. It's like absinthe. See green fairies. You were 17? Jesus. I do need to read Fire Punch. Still search Twitter. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with being on Twitter if you like it. It's really same with Threads, by the way, on Instagram. That's like their equivalent. Those places just attract people that like to just really put themselves out there in some of the wrong ways. A lot of people bitching, a lot of people attacking other people. It's a bloodbath on the thread related apps. Okay, sorry. Cade, we're looking at your list. Chainsaw Man's your top. You're a shonen guy. You've really only seen shonen. Did not. I fuck with you though, because you put SAO where it belongs. I guess I can only look at it as if this is what's above this. I haven't seen this one. Summer's Ghost. I haven't heard of this. Looks good. This is hard to rate you low because you don't have any crazy takes. I'm gonna give 3.5 because it's just not a lot here. This is the only part I disagree with. Progress, Fooly Progress above the original. Don't agree with that at all. But it's 3.5 then. That's probably what I can. I'm gonna say that's the reason he got marked off. Awesome profile picture. What does the cross represent? Nothing, because that's what they told. They just used it because it looked cool. I have seen. Will I ever do Chainsaw Man? Oh, okay. Maybe I had to. Something has to come to me where I can think of something to talk about with it. Because I've watched it and nothing really hit me where I was like, oh, I could do something on this. You love Summer's Ghost? You gotta tell me what it's about. I've never seen it. I put Juju over Demon Slayer. I agree with you. It was the entertainment arc was really high, so I can understand that. It's the best arc in Demon Slayer. It's kind of downhill from there. Not too bad, but downhill. You remember when everyone loved SAOs? I don't really. I remember there being a lot of people that loved it. But it was because everyone was younger, right? I can't imagine somebody... So I didn't watch SAO until I was 17. And when I watched it, I thought it was a steaming pile of shit. It was weird because the first 9 episodes, so like the first core of the series when he's in the game and trapped in there, that is really good. That's some of the, I'd say, some of the best shonen I've seen. It's pretty fucking good. It's like an isekai shonen. And then the fairy thing happens and it was just detestable. I fucking hated it. I don't know why they really rushed through the first like arc to get to this second arc that sucks. I don't know why they did that. I really think if the first season was just the first like arc, like that area, I think that first season would have a 9. But because the fairy shit's in there, I would have put that at a 4, 2. Okay, I should watch Summer's Ghost. All right. What anime do you think has the worst community? Let me think. For a while, My Hero Academia did, in my opinion. There's some worse ones now, though. FMA had a pretty bad community. They basically write death threats to anybody that tried to rate things higher than Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. It was mostly the Redditors. I haven't read anything by the SAO writer besides SAO. Yeah, fire, nah. Season 3 banger. Season 4 okay. So it sounds like I have to basically weather the storm, and I might find something good at the end. Based on the fan, Irish, you got a good point there. The fan art is something. We'll leave it at that. All right, my thicks. We're gonna see what you're in, what you like. All right. Code Geass #1, Clanad, Haruhi, Steins, Sunny Boy, Cowboy Bebop, Neon Genesis, Azumanga Daioh, and Champloo. This is a good start. I haven't seen When They Cry. People keep telling me to. And Bakemonogatari, where it belongs. Carnival Phantasm fan. I'm already liking it. Ghost Stories there, Nate. You must be watching the dub. I can assume everyone that has Ghost Stories on their list watched the dub. Let's see what's at your under the hood. The one show you dropped that's insane is Rent a Girlfriend Season 2. And that's a fair drop. It is downhill from there. Season 1's decent. Like, you watch it and you're like, this sucks. This is a steaming pile of garbage, but you get through it. You saw the other side. Then you try to watch Season 2 and it's just fucking terrible. Everything on here looks like it belongs here. Oh, you dropped a couple of cuckoos too. What a mess. That's a great way. That's like one of your only comments on these. That's fair. I tried to watch High Rise too. I did not finish this. I didn't think it was very good. I can understand putting Domestic Girlfriend at 2. I won't take off for that. Poopa. Gantz. Did not like Classroom of the Elite, I guess. That's fine. Date A Live 3. That's not a great season. None of it is really that good. Did not like the Rascal movie. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't see anything in like a, you know, heinous act against everyone here. So I'm gonna go with 3 and 4. I'll do 4. 4 out of 5 stars. That's what calls to me. Called the Night of the Six. Damn, I liked that show. Crazy you have School Days up here, but didn't like Domestic Girlfriend. You needed more death. You needed them to like actively cheat on each other without their permission. And you needed death. You needed them to fucking kill each other. Alright, that was 7. I agree with that. Yeah, 7. I love Date A Live. I did too, back when I watched it. I was a freshman in high school. Great time to watch it. You'll love it. I watched it twice in a row. That's how much I liked it. I still have the season 1 on DVD. I probably will not watch it again. I tried to show my roommate it. We got through 1 season, and then he didn't want to watch it anymore. And I understood, because when we were watching, I'm like, this is not as good as I remember it. It'd been like 5 years since I'd seen it. So it was fair. It was a fair thing to dislike. It was more than 5. I think it was an 8. Really don't like High Rise. Wholeheartedly say anime is way better in this case. Really? Oh, that's not good. Oh, you're saying the manga's better. That makes sense. 40-minute short film where 3 high schoolers who met online have 3 of their own problem and meet the summer ghost. Okay. That sounds interesting. 40 minutes, that's not bad. I could watch that one afternoon. I thought High Rise was fine. I just thought it was boring. That's what my problem was. I started it, I got 4 episodes in, and I was just bored, and so I stopped. I haven't seen Elfen Lied, so I don't have an opinion on it yet. My most rewatched anime. Let me check. I think it's Monogatari. Can I sort? I don't think I can sort by it, but let's see. I think it's Monogatari. I only watched it twice. Rewatched it twice. It's tied with FMA right now, I think. That might be, yeah, that might be my most rewatched. Because I've rewatched AOT once. Yep. Actually, no, it might be Date A Live, because Date A Live, while it is low on my list, I have rewatched it. Yep, 4 times. Do I look like a gooner? Let's be honest, 3 of those times were 8 years ago. We'll leave it at that. Yeah, 4 list. Next. Oh, Fumo, you do enjoyment? Hey, everyone does it differently. That's perfectly fine. A regular at Magic High School. I think my brother has watched that. I caught a few episodes of him watching that. 5 or 6 times, damn. Props to you. Okay, fave anime. He's a big Code Geass fan. That's A-okay. Watching Monogatari, Overlord, Lupin. Awesome. Rewatching Fate and ReZero. Alright. This is a little bait, isn't it? Miru tights? What the fuck is this? Is this hentai? This has to be hentai. This is some fetish shit, bro. You put your fetish at the goddamn start of the list. You're like my brother. What in the world? Alright. We'll keep that in mind. I'm glad you really... It's important you separated the Code Geass from this now. Because it looks a little better. It doesn't look that much better because, like, otherwise this would have been the first thing that I would have saw. Thankfully it wasn't. So, we can live with that. I'm not a big One Punch Man fan. That's the only thing up here I don't really get. Everything else makes sense. I've been good, Mo. Avex, you're here. Yeah, explain the Miru tights to me. You cried at Thrice Upon a Time? Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, a lot of anime gets you. I don't know. Maybe it makes you in tune with your emotional side. I've heard the first Sam Dunk is a pretty good... It's really good, actually. I wouldn't say it's pretty good. It's definitely the best sports anime thing I've watched. And the best slam dunk. The anime's decent, but it's better. The movie's better. No words. Eminence and Shadow? You talking about this season 2 of Soul Leveling? I liked it. There are things that are better left unexplained. All right, well I can paint the picture in my own head, so we'll just run with that. We'll leave it there. I like that you've watched Lupin the Third. That's awesome. Someone was telling me Irish was. This is getting a new season. Not yet released. Coming out next year. Overlord. FMA is pretty low. Not like crazy low. I think it's fine there, but... What's your bottom? You haven't ranked these. I'll overlook it for now. There has to be a reason. Probably waiting until you're done with the series, I assume. I agree with this being your lowest. That's a good place for it. I tried to watch this, didn't. Mirai Nikki. Whoa, okay, we're in 7s, alright. This is fine. This is fine. I don't agree with 0-2. Darling in the Franxx being this high, especially when it's over Lane. I fucking hate that goddamn ending. It makes me mad. Way to ruin a good show. Oh, do you speak another language? I don't know what language it is. That's cool. Okay. I'm gonna give you a 4. Don't really get why Darling in the Franxx is so high, especially you gotta over Akira. That's gotta be a sin, you know? This thing is shit. I hate it. Makes me mad. I have watched Your Lie in April. That made me cry. That shit's sad. Bakemono guy, I rank all of them 10. Alright, 4.5. You won me over. You get an extra half. Good night, Draws. Sweet dreams. Don't at you about Bochi. One thing about my list is that I rank everything based on my opinion and show right after I finish them. So some shows I watched years ago, remember I liked. That's fine. That's okay. No big deal. Have you dropped anything? Let's look at who dropped. Orimiya dropped? Damn. Orb dropped. Everything else I can understand. Fair enough. You dropped this before you hated your life, so good job. Angel Beats got me. Plastic Memories got me. Clan got me good with the whole father thing. Father and daughter thing. That really hit me. I love that Data Live 5 shows up first. It's great. Let's see. Not mouse score. Oops. Okay. So we got your score and the mouse scores right next to it. That's interesting. NGE is your favorite? I like this list. You got some movies on top. Then Akira, Lane, Paprika, Bake, Suki, Diamond Unbreakable fan, I See You, Golden Wind. You got a lot of 10s. 20? It's not like the worst thing ever. Frieden. I haven't seen Delicious in Dungeon Meshi, I think it's what it's called or something. In Japanese. Fighting Spirit. This is a good list. Okay. High School DxD is a 9. That's a bit high. That's a bit high. Just gonna say. Alright, look, there's at a point in my life I would have put Data Live at a 9, but that is not the case anymore. I can tell you rating by enjoyment though. We'll keep that in mind. We'll keep that in mind. Food Wars, Beastars. Data Life 4, okay, we're gonna have a disagreement. Data Life 4 is not good. It's terrible. It's too much CGI. I don't know if anyone else here has seen it. The whole space scene, that's fucking awful, dude. It was a nightmare to get through. I really couldn't. That's when I dropped the show. And then they went to a fairy tale. Ugh, it was just terrible. Not a 9. I can tell you like Data Live though, because you're watching the 5th season. I don't really know many people doing that. Monster, you paused it though. It's crazy. Still rated it high though. Ugh. You paused FMA too. Still gave it an 8 though. Right next to Panty and Stocking. I can't agree with you putting season 2 after 4. 4 is just bad. Grave of Fireflies got you worst? Yeah, that one's pretty sad. What's Lazarus about? I'm not sure. I haven't read it, so I'm new into it too. Devilman Crybaby. Dropped the... Oh, well, he dropped after the filler. That makes sense. Prison School. I'm on watch list for hentai. This has got to be hentai. Yup. Alright. Alright. We know what kind of guy you are now. Kind of guy that puts hentai on his list. I respect it. I don't know how you do it. Is this one? Nah, it's just ecchi, I guess. It says it's uncensored though, so we can imagine. Respect for... Do you love your mom and her 2-hit multi-target attacks? This can't be a fucking real show. What is this? What is the context? What is the context? Where's the original show? Okay, I kind of get it now. Forming a party with one's mother in an online game seems not only unlikely, but also uncomfortable. That makes sense. Alright, so he plays a fucking game with his mom. That's interesting. You got me interested. That's hentai. Can't look at that. At least it was close to the bottom of your list. At least it was close. It's isekai? Okay. Do you hear Wii U music? You indeed do. Yes, Sock, you're up next. It's peak though. Sure it is. The mom anime? Hell no, that's criminal. I'm kind of interested, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. On hold. This is fair. What'd you drop? Boruto? Good man. Good man. Erranty girlfriend? Good man. Alright. Let's see. I didn't see anything abhorrent. 4 stars. Congratulations. Saki. We got you. How many have you watched? 42 days. Alright, let's take a look. You liked the Persona 3 movie. Haven't seen that. Didn't know it was good. I've heard this one. A lot of people put it up there. Big AOT fan, it looks like. Oh no. Another 86.9. Taking note of that shit. We exercise you. Yeah, you might need to after I watch it. I'm definitely watching it though. Dungeon Meshi. Persona 3 movie. There's a couple of these, okay. You're a big Persona fan, it looks like. I can understand that. Let's see. This is it. Okay. Eva's low. 6. Whoa. Alright. With Cowboy Bebop. I stand to differ. I stand to disagree. Naruto is not better than them. Crazy. Whoa! What's with the hate on Diamonds Unbreakable and Golden Wind? That's insane. I can't believe you did that. And you hated the EOE movie. I'm taking note. The only thing lower is Mushoku Tensei. Whatever this is this Promised Neverland 2? Yep. And Mirai Nikki. And you dropped Boruto. And One Piece. 2. That's crazy. You're gonna make some enemies. Not me though. I'm not a big One Piece defender. And you dropped ReZero? Wow. Hot takes in here. Big Persona fan though. I can't believe you put Black Lagoon so high. Alright, I'll give you the 3.5, Saki. You have some hard takes. W JoJo rankings? I digress. You can't... Where'd you put part 3? You can't put part 3 here. Part 4 and 5 are better than part 3. I think part 3 is overrated. 100%. I think part 2 is the best part, in my opinion. And part 1's not bad. It's a little slow after a while. It feels like it drags. So. I disagree. Also, Father Pucci is a good character. Enrico Pucci. Kind of carries part 6. That's why he's a Persona fan. I can tell you like the first 2 JoJo parts the best. Well, yeah, the only decent part of part 3, in my opinion, is the ending. I like, you know, the whole villain of the week kind of goon shit, but it gets old after a while. It's 48 episodes of that, all to get to the ending. It starts hard, first few episodes, and you're like, yeah, I like this. And then it's like, will you tell me there's 30 more of episodes of this? That's where it gets me. And, yeah, there's 30 episodes of it. Yeah, I really don't have a defense for part 3. I can't think of any reason to put it above part 2 or part 4. I think part 4 is really good. Did not enjoy the stands. Well, how could you put part 3 so high? That's crazy. I'll take the 4 stars. There's like 200 more anime that I can't remember I watched. Well, Cyrus, you did pretty good at collecting everything, so good job. We all know Boruto is king. Yeah, for sure. Keep living on that hill. My ranking for JoJo's would be 2, 1, 3, 6, 4, 5. See, I'm proud of you because you put 2 where it belongs. 2 is Pillarmen, peak, absolute peak. But yeah, I think it's 2, 4, and then I don't know. I'd put maybe 5, 6, 1, 3. No, 2, 4, 1, 5, 6, 3. I'd do that. What counts as exactly? If part 3 was shorter, I feel like I'd be less harsh on it. About Boruto, we wouldn't. About Boruto, we won't have Naruto and Sasuke. You could say that, but it's not. I don't think it defends it. I still think it's just not that good. You can watch that fight on YouTube, that's the thing. Honestly, if they just made that fight and just released that, it's like what? You make that fight, release it, that's 10 minutes of a fight. Never make Boruto, I mean. Probably save a bunch of money. I feel like it's a waste of time. Maybe they're making money on it, I have no idea. I feel like Boruto is not making money though. It must be though, because they're still doing it. The music references, those are pretty good. I mean, I love that about JoJo. It's kind of like a bonus thing. It's like a cookie. You get a little cookie with your milk. Boruto filler aside, it's very good. Hell no, I disagree with you. You could say I like the manga and I'd agree, but nah, anime sucks. Sorry. Okay. Avid gaming enjoyer. Let's see your list. What did you say? Kinda lost. Watch 200. See where you stand. Ghost Stories as a 10. Even with the dub in mind, I don't think you could do that. I don't think it deserves that. What is this? Ramayana? I have never heard of this. Interesting. 86 high again. I'm really divisive show. One Piece movies. Let's see. You big Hajime no Ippo fan. Code Geass is 9. You got JoJo. Okay. It's under the hood. Fair. I'm glad you put that there. I don't think Horimiya should be down here. Whoa. FMA? Brother. That's low. and Grave of Fireflies. You can't put those. I get to the same score, but you can't put those above Darling in the Franxx. That just is an instant. You get hate from me. I hate Darling in the Franxx. Ghost Story. Sorry, Grave of the Fireflies is a much better. It deserves better than that. It deserves better than that. I know I do have to watch 86. Yeah, I could take the weekend, but like I need to watch Paranoia Agent right now. I need to do that first. Yeah, I can't believe you put Rental Girlfriend above Ghost Grave of the Fireflies. You're not a Ghibli enjoyer. You can put them pretty low. Tokyo Revengers is high. Couple of cuckoos, really. Boruto is not a 7.5. Boruto is not a 7.5. Nor is the second part of Tokyo Ghoul. It goes way too much off the manga. Alright. Alright, and we know you. You finished the elementary student one. I hope you liked it. I did not. I don't even know. How was 80 the average? How was 80? I'd probably give it a fucking 3. It was not that good. It tried too hard. It tried too hard to be like emotional. Go watch Your Lie in April if you want to have an emotionally heartfelt story. This one was just all you know, get you in the door and then give you a subpar story. 3 stars. You didn't do something actually you did 2.5. You get half points. You had a good start. Then you put this above that. That's a crazy sell. Based. Boruto is not our king, dude. You could not pay me to watch that show again. Because I got through 100 so episodes. It was horrible. Half the shit's boring as hell. I don't understand. I'll forget about it. I'll overlook it. A lot of dropped. He didn't even... Okay. All those drops make sense. I'm not, like, confused about them. Yeah, I stand my ground. It is amazing for people who have insomnia. There's nothing enjoyable about staying awake and watching it. You should watch the other 160, it gets better. No. That's like telling me to watch One Piece. Again. I heard part 2 of Boruto is very good. You can't suck ass your first 100 episodes and then expect me to get back. It's like Starfield saying, you know, the first 12 hours are throwaway. They're kind of shit. They're not great. But after those 12 hours, the game gets good. You lost me. It should have been good the first 100 episodes. Alright. Pulling up more. Got a good amount done. Cyrus, are you here? I'll do your list now, because I think I just pulled it up. Oh, you submitted it twice. Okay. Yeah, because I thought we already did yours. Alright. 6? I could probably get through 6. Or sorry, 5. I could probably get through 5. We're gonna mark that. Dude, there's so many. There's so many lists, dude. It's basically Boruto Shippuden. But Naruto is good. That's the problem. Boruto was not good. This chat is low-key rage baiting. Yeah, Final Fantasy 13. I haven't played Final Fantasy. That's the MMO one, isn't it? Nah, you're good. It's alright, Cyrus. Yeah, Fuka, you should make a list. Use AniList or Mal, whichever you prefer. Alright, we're gonna... Yeah, Mascot, you're here? Good. I'm gonna get your opinion on some of your stuff. Cowboy Bebop. Mononoke. Okay. You got a red line enjoyer. Alright. And I like that you're a Ghibli fan. That's really cool. Apothecary Diaries. Okay. Golden Boy. Alright, Everything Belongs. What's your hood? Agreed. I don't even know what that is. Spirit Pack? Okay. Thank you for putting Fairy Tail where it belongs. Yup. Yup. Oh man. I think you're getting a 5. Oh, you're totally getting a 5. Kuroko at 6, that's not bad. 6 for Code Geass? Alright, I'll overlook it. Above Gantz? I don't know. I don't know about that one though. I want to give you a 5, but I don't. You pulled me away. Okay. Okay. Everything above 5 you like? Okay, and it's just kind of up from there. It's like opinion, but I thought was better. Oh, 14's the MMO. Okay, so I don't remember what 13 is then. I don't know, dude. I want to give you a 5, but I want to give you a 4.5 because... But it's only Code Geass. That's the only part I don't agree with. I think it's higher, like at least an 8. I'll give you a 5. Why not? I'll give out 1 today. It was a 6. You just didn't like it, that's fine. When you drop? I haven't even heard of these. I've heard of Revengers. You didn't like Soul Eater, that's good. Oh, you didn't finish Nichijou. Or Horimiya. 4.5. Yeah, Mascot, you agree? Alright, cool. I mean, to be fair, the only way somebody's getting a 5 is they basically have my taste, because it's like an opinion thread gone wild. Alright, Muzz. We got Shippuden at a 10. Okay. And Prison School's at a 10. And My Dress Up Darling. Alright. I'm not against putting like stuff like My Dress Up Darling. He just says, yeah, that's fair. That's a good response. Huh. I see he has a refined palate. No problem, Mascot. Daily Lives of High School Boys. I've heard that one's good. I haven't seen it. I do need to watch it. Naruto at 8. See, I think Naruto is better than Shippuden. I don't know if many people agree with that, but at least that's just how I think. Like Revenge is high. Amita You at a 7. I think that's better than Dress Up Darling. A little goon material, I think, is that's why it's up there. Has to be, right? Dropped Boruto. Got really close. Still put it at a 7 though. I don't know how you drop a show and put it at a 7. I think that's a crime. You have shows you finished that you put at a 7. Yeah, you don't finish one, and that's interesting. I agree with you agree with the Naruto take? Cool. Rent a Girlfriend at 2. Then Tokyo 3. Yeah, I think I'll give you 3 stars because I don't really get the idea of dropping Boruto and then putting it up. A lot of these, like, drops JoJo, puts it at 6. But you dropped it 5 episodes in. I assume you didn't like it then, so why put it at a 6? Or like, there's one up here. You paused Serial Experiments, but give it an 8. Dropped One Piece only 100 episodes in, gave it a 9. That's a little extreme. If you don't finish a show, it's probably not gonna be high up your list. That should be kind of nuh-uh. Sasuke retrievals where boys became men. That is the best fucking arc in the original. Great arc. Alright, Dookie Fart, you make me do those push-ups. Get me big and strong. Okay, Muzz, I'm giving you a 3 because you put drop shows pretty high and I don't really understand it. That is all. Ultimate, you gotta submit it in the submission section of the Discord and then I will. Oh, damn, I didn't know you were gonna be that quick. Hold on, Seb. I got you. 2, 3. Oh. You're welcome. Yeah, you could be saving for the maid outfit. I'm excited. You know, for lack of better words, I am excited to see what I look like in a maid costume. Good luck hitting the fucking point total. 100,000. It's gonna take a while. Alright. We got 3 lists left. I can't talk. 3 lists left. For now. Donator. Huh. You're paused first. Okay. Astflow? What is that? I could pull that off. I could pull that off. I have some friends built like this. Maybe they'll do it for me. I'm gonna be honest. If it looks like a girl, I think it's a girl. End of story. Okay, let's get this sorted. There we go. Cowboy Monster, One Piece, Neon Genesis. Didn't finish Code Geass, but okay. Steins. Didn't watch it. I guess you just didn't. Really paused it. Weird. Mono watching. I'm a bit interested on the reasoning for putting things at a high ranking but pausing them. Yeah, I don't really get it. It's a very high ranking list. Like, you don't have anything under 6. I don't necessarily disagree with anything.
Oh no!
Yeah, I don't understand why rank stuff on hold. Dropped down to Don. Crazy. And Dr. Stone. I understand that one though. 3. Nico gets a 3. I know he's a guy. I'm not afraid. That's why I can cosplay as him. I don't have the same body shape, so it doesn't really work, but there's a hole, there's a goal. Maybe Felix from ReZero cosplay would be better. Fucking the cat guy. Yeah. Again, bro, I don't have the body shape. I couldn't pull it off. I know somebody that could. I'm serious. I can make it happen. It's just a girl at that point. Would you give or receive? We've entered an uncharted territory. I'm gonna pause this here and we're gonna take a step back. You look exactly the same. Alright, maybe I could pull it off. Your turns whenever I get to it. It's like I go down the list, so whenever it's the next one up, basically. Because I'm still working off of some people that posted a while ago. Sometimes it's easier for people to pause something if they like it, though they may not relate to it a whole lot. Okay. What's going on? I'll let chat answer that for you. You know a guy, the guy in the mirror? Yeah, that's exactly who I'm talking about. I look at myself in the mirror, I go, yeah, you could play a twink character. I know you could. I gotta give myself affirmation every morning, and then I'll get back to you on that. Probably a few weeks from now, I'll be ready. I'll have to shave all my body hair though, to accurately pull it off. Okay, moving on. Inked. Your list. Lucky Star at the top. All of these are good. Big Spy Family fan? Ore Emo 6? Or I'm a 2 or 3? I love you. Thank you for doing that. That's actually really easy. I'm gonna give you a 4. All of the good drops. Okay, only pain. Last one for the day. I am hungry and tired. So I'm speedrunning at this point. I want my pizza. I ran earlier today, so I feel famished. Death Note Tech, Cereal, all good choices. I don't remember what the Scum's Wish. I've heard of this, but I haven't watched it. How many are on here? 344. Holy shit. Okay. Dress Up Darling's high, in my opinion. Okay. Chino.
Oh no!
Same level with Domestic Girlfriend. Interesting. I'm surprised we're still in 8s. You got a fucking fetish if you're putting Mysterious Girlfriend X in that 8 category.
Oh no!
Some hentai. I see you. Everyone with 300 on their list always has that. I don't know what this is. Rosario the Vampire? I've never heard of this. I thought my brother would have watched this. You gave it a 2 though. Okay. I give you a 3.5. Nah, 4. You had a good list. You had a ton of shit, by the way. Half of it I don't even know. What did you drop? Gantz? Fair. Clan ad? Damn. Drop Demon Slayer. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, that's fair. Dropped Fairy Tail. You did. Good job. I'm happy for you. Rosario anime was trash. I like the manga better. Is that you? Don't watch me code? Only pain? They made it into a typical slice of life with no action. Okay. That's fair. That's a fair argument. I've never heard of it, so that was my first introduction to it. Yeah, I give you 4 stars. Good job watching that much shit. I don't know how you do it. All right, guys. It is 6:42. We're gonna wrap it up. We can give Sock the F treatment until... Okay. Yeah, you're gonna do hormone replacement therapy on me? You just joined? I'm sorry, Seb. I'm tired, bro. I'm hungry. I'm honestly hungry. I was gonna try to go a little longer, but I'm a big man, and if I don't eat, I start to get dizzy. That is the downfall of being 6'2". So, yeah, Goliath, make your list whenever. We'll look it over. Please do make me do 50 push-ups. Puts the maid costume farther and farther out of reach. So you're doing me a favor. I am hungry, Dammy. I am so hungry. You always getting full. Where's it going? You gotta add to that one. All right, guys. I don't think I'm gonna stream again this week. I streamed yesterday and Monday. I played Schedule 1. Somebody last week wanted me to play Schedule 1, so I did. It was a fun game. Anyway, I'll be live Monday again, playing some game. Wednesday, I'll be live doing this again, something anime related. And Saturday, the Making Sense of Sunny Boy is coming out, so look for that. I got 2 copyright strikes, counter notifications going. Pray to God that my channel doesn't go anywhere. It shouldn't. The companies usually just let it like expire, because they're not supposed to strike my videos in the first place. But you know, is what it is. It's how YouTube works. You just gotta work with the system sometimes. So, yeah, I'll see you next time. Fuka, we'll get to yours. I don't know how many are left, but we might get to it next week. You looking forward to the Sunny Boy? Yeah, be sure to. It's gonna be a good one. It's like an hour and 20 minutes, so you know, buckle your seatbelts. It comes out 11 a.m. Central, whatever time that is for you guys. Yeah, it's a confusing show. It's really good for what I do. Anyway, see you next week. I'm gonna go enjoy my pizza. Have a great rest of your week.